Hi,
Hi, I'm Rujita. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, great. How's your lockdown going?
Doing well, going good.
Okay, so I'll start the
Like
question.
the lockdown routine.
Yeah, I'll start the question.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, how was your overall experience working on this narrative of version Bhanupriya?
It was experience actually because I really loved the character. I got to play things so outside of my comfort zone, different from who I am and different from anything that I've seen around me as well. She's nothing like me or anyone I know.
Right.
So it was actually get into a character like that that's so liberated, that is so free, bindas. He doesn't have a worry in the world, doesn't care about how she lives. I think that extremely liberating.
Right. So, I was gonna ask you that how was it playing the role? Because was it similar to your own personality, or you just said it was very different?
Yeah. It was literally like your alter ego.
So how was it then? Did you had workshops for it, or how did you manage all of it?
There were like a couple of workshops actually. One of maybe get rid of all ambitions that we usually have. Me particularly the kind of person I am. I think I just needed to get comfortable with the character. I just needed to get comfortable and get out of my own position on my own skin. We did a couple of workshops, we did a couple of readings just to get comfortable, and but it was not difficult at the same time because it's something that somewhere want to be that person and want to sometimes you do want to live like that. So it was yeah, we did prepare, but it wasn't difficult to do it.
Yeah. So were you approached with this role, or did you audition for it, as I could say,
No,
or what was the whole process?
I auditioned for it. So through the casting director, who's Amit Sharma, I gave one audition, but I think the director had a pretty clear idea some of my work. So I think audition was more of a 50. I'm not sure actually. He told me about some of my work that he had seen.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then how is it working with Urvashi? This was your first time working with her, right?
Yes, it was my first time working with her. She has her own way of working, and it's interesting. It's a learning experience. You get to work with, you get to learn something new. So it was fun. She's very
Yeah. Right. Just a minute. I need to. Yeah. Okay. So, what kind of response are you expecting from the audience?
I can't see you.
Hello?
I see you anymore, Ruchita.
Um, can you see me now?
No.
Um, I have no clue because I can see. I also added someone on the. Can you see him?
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I can see logo and then you. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
three people.
So, yeah. So, I was asking, how is your expectations? What are your expectations from people?
From the film. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the opinion might be polarized because I think it's not very often that they get to see these kind of characters. It's not very often that we get to see films that deal with the female point of view when it comes to
Yes.
desire and what they might want.
Hmm.
And I think that is the reason why everyone might not be comfort, so that at some point we also understand uh, women are just the same. They also might have desire. You have to be okay with it and get
Yes.
comfortable with it.
Yes. Right. So, what was your first reaction when you got to read the script of the series, and how did you feel about it?
I didn't really get to see the script instantly. I got a full narration from the director, and it was the first time that someone like really directed a whole script to me. The narration was actually fun because I had never gotten a narration like that before. He's very lively. He's very energetic, and he was very passionate. He was what he was narrating. I could see that, and I think that was contagious. I responded to that enthusiasm and that passion, and he knew inside out.
Yeah. So, are you working on anything else right now? Like, even though it's a lockdown period, are you working on something from home?
I'm working on something. I won't be talking right now, but I have two other films that would be releasing sometime this year. Hope. To Kill Your Husband, which is with Ahana Kumra,
Hmm.
and in this. So I'm looking forward to these two films
Cool.
whenever they're coming.
Yeah. So now everyone is shifting to OTT platforms rather than, because movies are not available currently. So what is your view on that?
A big consumer. I consume a lot of content on OTT, and I love it. It's something that really suits. It really suits me because I really like to be able to watch things within my own time.
Hmm.
So it is something that I feel really has changed the game for actors as well. It has created a lot more content, which is extremely good for artists in general. I hope that we don't lose that habit of going to watch a film. I love to watch a film on the big screen, so I just hope that both coexist, and I think both will coexist once we are past this lockdown. But I love OTT platforms. I mean, I'm a big consumer and I'm a big fan.
So a last question related to your role in this series. Like you said, it's very different to your own personality. So what were the major challenges that you faced while performing?
Uh, the one major challenge was to drop my inhibitions.
Hmm.
Veer away from what I had been conditioned to believe, and to not think from my point of view, but to think from this girl's point of view. And I might have the same point of view, but that doesn't mean that I have to judge her. So I didn't judge her. I, the end, ended up respecting what she stands for and what she represents as well in terms of the narrative and the story. I feel like she brought a point of view which was really interesting, and it needed to. This kind of character needed to be played by a girl. I very strongly feel that, because we've seen a lot of films with the guy who's a womanizer, and that's always projected as being fun and cute, and we often there's a lot of humor that comes out of it. It's time to turn the tables and have a woman play that part. A woman can be a man eater. You don't have the term,
Hmm.
womanizer is a term that is
Hmm.
for men. I can't think of
Yes.
an equivalent. So it's time to see it from the other perspective, and I think yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice put. So thank you. Those were all my questions. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for talking
Yeah.
to me. Bye.
Bye.